Well, I forgot how to do this. I forgot how to do this. What's poppin', y'all? It's your girl Sydney and welcome to my channel. This is the first video of 2022. Disclaimer, Sway is going to be jumping on and off this couch because he wants to play, and he was not bothering me to play until I literally clicked record. So he's gonna be here trying to force me to play. Just a disclaimer. Why are you looking at me like that? What was I saying? And he's back. So essentially what I wanted to do with this being the first video of 2022 is I'm gonna go over my goals or themes of 2022 because I don't really have goals. Well, I have goals. I'm not going to share my set goals for 2022. I'm just going to share some like overarching themes that I have set for myself for 2022. So yeah, so that's the plan of this video. This is actually the first video of a series I'm calling Let's Talk About It, which is actually inspired by my best friend Morgan. In college, her friend group had this saying like, let's talk about it. So whenever like there was a situation or something, they would literally be like, let's talk about it. And then they would talk about it. And it was always just so funny to me in like the way they said it, but it also made sense. Like, we're adults, we're grown, let's really talk about it. Let's talk about what's going on, let's communicate, and so on and so forth. So I want to start a series called Let's Talk About It. And in that, I want it to be kind of more just me sitting down and talking to y'all, because I've noticed that in all of my years, granted, have not been consistent, but in all of my years of being on YouTube, I've never really like sat down and just talked. Like, I've always had a vlog or a routine or a favorites, but y'all really never got to sit down and really chat with just me. And with this series, I do want to bring people on it as time goes on. I know like my sister's coming to visit in a couple weeks. I'll be out of town in a few more weeks. So just, you know, kind of just having a set title to this series. So this is the first video of the series, Let's Talk About It. And with talking about it, I want to talk about just my themes of 2022 and what to expect from me in this channel. So I have 3 themes for the year, and I'm just gonna talk about it because let's talk about it. So my first one is consistency. Oh my gosh, y'all. I'm trash when it comes to being consistent when it comes to like my goals. Like, I feel like I'm a consistent friend, meaning like if anybody calls me, I'll answer at the drop of a hat. If somebody needs me to be somewhere at a certain time, I'm there. Like, I'm very reliable, very dependable. Like, I'm a consistent person in someone's support system. However, when it comes to actually like chasing my own like goals and dreams, like I'll start them really strong, like gung-ho, all in, and then it'll just flatline and you'll never see it again, never hear about it again, and so on and so forth. And luckily for me, I do have people in my circle that are going to be like, oh, what happened to this? What happened to this? What happened to this? What happened to this? You're like, okay, damn, like I'm on it, but I haven't been. So just being more consistent. And first things first, YouTube. Like, I'm going to be more consistent with my content. So my plan is, because I didn't do anything in the month of January when it came to content creation or anything, I am going to post 2 videos a week until I make up for 4 videos, and then go back to once a week. So yeah, so that's my plan. I already have some of the videos recorded, edited. They just on a schedule. I already have the ideas for some videos. So yeah, we're making progress, because I didn't even used to do that. I used to just wing it all the time, but now I actually have like a set YouTube schedule. So there's that. So yeah, so consistency, just when it comes to actually like following my stuff and sticking to it, I just need to be more consistent with maintaining like the set goals that I set in place for myself. So yeah, so that was the first word. The second word is transparency. I realized, well, I've always known that social media is a facade. It's fake. I don't care what anybody says. Like, well, some people are very genuine and authentic on their social media, and then others aren't. I am one of those people that's like in between. Like, my close friends, I'm very authentic, like very myself. I'll get on there, look at all types of crazy, talking all types of mess, like breaking down. I'll do anything with my close friends. But when it comes to like my actual page and like my brand, I don't want people to really see like what goes on in the behind the scenes of like my life. It really hit me over the past couple of months. Like, my younger followers are DMing me saying like, oh, I want your life, or I literally aspire to be like X, Y, and Z, or I want this that you have. And it's not all cupcakes and rainbows. And I feel like I am at fault because I don't want to create this false narrative like what life should be. And granted, I don't think I'm living like this perfect life, like I'm loaded in cash and this, that. Like, I don't think that of myself, but I want to be as transparent and honest with not only my followers, but like myself. Like, I definitely hit rock bottom like last year. And it's crazy because like you think you hit rock bottom and then you hit a new rock bottom, you're like, dang, this is what it really feels like. So I really think 2021 was a tough year for me mentally and emotionally. And yeah, it was a lot to like cope with and deal with. And this fact that I wasn't really even like doing YouTube at the time made it even harder because that was my like meditation. You know, like some people might read a book, some people might journal. I edited content. Like, I made TikToks, I made reels, I made videos and all that jazz. And like, because I wasn't really doing that as heavily as I wanted to, or I was just going through so much mentally and I wasn't doing that, it took a toll for sure. Definitely took a toll on me, but I didn't let people see that. So I definitely want to be more transparent in 2022, and with that comes being vulnerable. Now, there's a difference between emotional and vulnerable. I am a very emotional person, meaning I feel my feelings and I'll cry, I'll laugh, I'll scream, I'll shout. But when it comes to actually like vocalizing that and being vulnerable with myself and others and actually telling them and articulating like what is going on in my life, I don't do that. Like, I'm the type that I literally will only ask for help if I absolutely need it. My things, I would have to be at rock bottom and then bikini bottom. Like, I would have to be lower than rock bottom because I was just raised to be a very independent woman. So if I lack in any form, or if I think I'm lacking in any form, it takes a toll. But yeah, I just want to be more transparent with myself and you all when it comes to like the day struggles. Like right now, like I'm living in this apartment for a little over a month and like it's just not together. Like, my room is nowhere near together, my living room is coming together. It's been tough like mingling and meeting people because I haven't really put myself out there in the sense, in the way that I used to put myself out there, which is so crazy because I'm like a social butterfly, but I just haven't really been it. As I said, my life is just not together, but it doesn't look that way because social media is a facade. So yeah, so there we go. That was a little bit of transparency for you. But yeah, we're gonna work on doing that throughout the year. And then the last word is stability. And when I say stability, like I feel like I have very stable friendships and like my support system is very stable, but there are other aspects of my life where I can be stable. For example, every single year for the past 6 years, I have moved at least one time. At least. So actually, let me break it down for y'all. 2015, I graduated high school, moved to Purdue University, lived in Shreve dorm. So that's one move. Then summer of 2016, I moved from a dorm to an apartment. Then summer 2016, I had to move 3 times because I went from my apartment, I had a campus job. So I moved from my apartment to my campus job, and then they had to relocate us to another dorm. And then I moved back to another dorm because I became an RA my junior year. And then senior year, I moved back to an apartment. So that's, in college, I moved like 6 times. And then following college, I moved to Chicago, stayed in Chicago for a year. Then I moved to Cincinnati, stayed in Cincinnati for a year. Then like there was this rough patch where I was like going back and forth between Chicago and Milwaukee. I was like hopping from house to house. Like, I would stay on my friend's couch for this amount of time, then I would stay on my sister's couch for this amount of time, then I would stay at my grandma's for a couple of days. Like, I was going all over the place. So now that I have a new job and like I'm in Charlotte, I plan on staying in Charlotte for at least 3 years. At least 3 years, y'all. Because Lord knows my heart is in Texas. I want to move to Texas, but you know, this opportunity came and I'm gonna stick beside it. But I already know like I'm not staying in this apartment, and I feel like once I get into like the apartment tours, like actually talk about getting my apartment together, I'll explain why. But yeah, I definitely plan to move at least one more time while in Charlotte. There are other aspects of my life where I could be more stable, but I don't really want to speak on those just yet. But with that being said, I think that's pretty much it. Those are my 3 themes. So as I said, consistency, transparency, and stability are my 3 themes for 2022. And then I have actual like set goals, but I don't want to talk about that because I'm one of those people that I'm gonna grind it out and then just shock everybody with it. I don't really like to like say, oh, I'm planning on doing this, planning on doing this, planning on doing this, and then everybody's gonna be like, where is that at? You thought. If you have any themes or goals for the new year, please comment them down below, because I'm really intrigued to know like what everybody is thinking, how they're really going into this year, and like what their mindset is. And I really want to engage more with you all on this channel as time progresses. So with that being said, I really appreciate y'all tuning in. As always, make sure you like this video, comment down below, and let me know what content you want to see from me in this new year. I'm really looking forward to like what I have planned, but definitely I'm always open to recommendations or suggestions. Like I'm totally down for that. And then make sure you subscribe to my channel, because as I said, we're only getting bigger and better from here on out, and I'm looking forward to the journey. So as always, peace, love, and happiness. Y'all be blessed.
When I'm feeling down, I lose all control. Emotions keep coming down.